for another Madden 23 Commanders franchise gameplay. For those of you new to the channel, man, go ahead and do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. I post a lot of franchise gameplays here on the channel, and I would hate for you guys to miss out on a single episode. But for those of you who've been following this Washington Commanders franchise for a while now, we're now in week number 18, and we have a very key matchup in today's game up against the Dallas Cowboys. So as you guys have been watching, if you've been following along to this series, the last 2 weeks, week 17 and week 16 to be exact, we've kind of fumbled the bag, man. We've messed around. We've knocked ourselves out of the playoffs with those 2 losses. All we had to do was just get a win in at least one or maybe even both of those 2 games, and this game up against the Cowboys wouldn't mean anything at all. But with things unfolding the way they have been, this is basically our last shot at possibly making the playoffs here, guys. So you see the Eagles are sitting there at 10-6, the Saints are above us, and we're sitting right behind them at 9-6. So with the Cowboys loss today, meaning the Commanders win, and the Eagles loss, we're in the playoffs. The Eagles have yet to play their playoff game, so all we got to worry about today is just taking care of business on our side of things to make sure we beat the Dallas Cowboys. And that's not going to be a very easy task to do. As you guys saw, the Dallas Cowboys are coming into today's matchup with a record of 15-1. And probably the scariest pass rush ever assembled. I mean, again, going back to that pass rush thing, I do love the pass rush of the Washington Commanders, but when you look at the numbers for the Dallas Cowboys and their defense, Micah Parsons and Lawrence, these guys are just complete animals when it comes to rushing the passer. So we're going to have to do something to figure out how to slow these guys down. And you see it right here, 19 sacks for Parsons and 18 for Lawrence. So we're going to have to put together some type of game plan to slow these guys down. Let's get to the field and take on the Cowboys. It's week 18 and it's time to get ready for postseason football as the Dallas Cowboys are in town with their record of 15-1, not only the owners of the NFC East but also having the first round bye in the NFC Conference, get ready to take on the Washington Commanders, who are still trying to sneak their way into the playoff picture. It's going to be the Cowboys starting off with the ball here as Turpin returns this ball up to the 22-yard line, and that's where Dak Prescott and this high-flying, high-powered Dallas Cowboys offense will take over. Dak drops back to throw his first pass of the day, felt some pressure there, gets it off to DJ Chark, who is unable to make the catch there in traffic as Derek Forrest is able to separate him from the ball. Second down and 10 from the 22-yard line. Dak back to throw one more time, not afraid to let this Commanders team know what he's all about. Ends up connecting with his receiver CeeDee Lamb there on the sideline, gets a gain up to the 37-yard line. First down for the Dallas Cowboys offense one more time. Dak Prescott drops back to throw, has time, hit as he released that ball by Chase Young, but ends up finding his receiver Marquez Valdez-Scantling all the way down inside the red zone to the 13-yard line. This Dallas offense has not wasted any time getting down here, and they're not going to waste any more as Dak Prescott threads the needle there to Ezekiel Elliott, gets into the end zone for the first points of the day for the Dallas Cowboys. And man, this offense is wasting no time at all, just letting us know exactly what they're going to be all about. They're going to air it out. They're going to just let their receivers run past us, and good luck for our DBs with keeping up with them. Now our offense on the field for their first possession of the day, looking to answer the touchdown put up on the board by their counterparts. It's going to be a first down carry of 9 yards for Antonio Gibson to the 34-yard line. Second down and 1, right back to Gibson. He has the first down there as he falls forward to the 38-yard line. First down for Sam Howell, back in the shotgun formation, this time with Antonio Gibson to his left. He turns and hands this ball off to Gibson, who has some blockers up the right side, falls forward for another gain of 9 yards. 3 carries for 22 yards, and Antonio Gibson has had no problems finding any running room early in this one. Play action fake here on second down for Howell, taking a shot deep downfield. Got a man open. It's going to be De'Ami Brown out of bounds at the 17-yard line. First snap of the day inside the red zone. It's going to be a jet sweep here for Terry McLaurin, who has blockers, breaks a tackle there. Antonio Gibson stumbling forward, and he's going to fight his way into the end zone from 17 yards out for number 17, Terry McLaurin. Scary Terry puts the first touchdown up on the board for the Washington Commanders, followed by the Joey Slye field goal is going to tie things up there for us. So, I mean, our offense is going to look way different from what the Dallas Cowboys are apparently able to do. Dallas is able to air us out, and that's just not been the Commanders' football. That's not, at least not when we had success. So we're going to lean on Antonio Gibson like we said we're going to do all season long. Lean on him as much as possible, and then just throw the ball as necessary with Sam Howell as Ezekiel Elliott's first carry goes for negative yards. Second down and 11. Dak looking to throw one more time. Blitz picked up there by the Dallas offensive line. CeeDee Lamb makes the catch there on Kendall Fuller. Another huge gain all the way down to the 24-yard line, and this Dallas offense can just flip the field so fast. First down and 10 after the huge pickup. Dak's going for the end zone, back in the end zone. He's got Odell Beckham Jr. 3 plays, and they're into the end zone. This Dallas offense can just score so fast, and obviously it looks like there's nothing that we can do, man. Like, if we back our coverage up, they're just still running past us. Odell Beckham Jr. has like 95 speed. I mean, CeeDee Lamb isn't that fast, but I was surprised to see him burn Kendall Fuller, who's actually my second fastest corner with 92 speed. But it is what it is. Now our offense is back out on the field trying to answer the points put up on the board by Dallas's offense. Drop back to throw, and oh my, Sam Howell got greeted by 3 Cowboys in the backfield there, losing 17 yards. Third down to 17. Howell back to throw, ends up delivering a dot there to Antonio Gibson, who can do it on the ground and also through the air. Keeps this drive alive for the Commanders. Quick throw here in the flats for a Logan Thomas is going to be complete for a gain of 3 yards to the 40-yard line. Second down to 7. Handoff is going to go to Antonio Gibson, and Gibson picked the wrong hole there. He still gains 5 yards, but looks like he could have easily picked up the first down there. Third down and 2. Hurry up offense. Are we going to get the snap away? No, we're going to have to wait until the second quarter to see if the Washington Commanders offense is able to convert this third down. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Gibson, and Micah Parsons stonewalls him right there behind the line of scrimmage. Actually ends up losing a yard on the play. And I feel like we could go for it, but it's still too early in this game. It's only a 1-possession game, so we'll call on Tressway to punt this one away. And credit to Dallas's defense. They came away with the stop when they needed it most, got the ball right back to their offense with a chance to go up 2 scores. And now the pressure's just on our defense. Let's see if they're able to get a stop of their own. And it's not looking good to start this drive off as not Antonio Gibson. Ezekiel Elliott goes for a gain of 15 yards up to the 35-yard line. First down and 10 for Dak Prescott. After the huge first down run, they go back to Ezekiel Elliott, and this time he's stopped right behind the line of scrimmage. Jonathan Allen gets him for a loss of a yard on the play. Second down and 11 from the 34-yard line. Dak back in the shotgun formation, still making adjustments. Drops back to throw. Ends up firing there to Odell Beckham, who makes the catch and somehow stays in bounds just far enough to pick up that first down to the 46-yard line before he steps out of bounds. First down and 10. Dak is now lit up with his Omaha ability. They go to Ezekiel Elliott, and he's still not able to get anything going consistently on the ground. This time he did, however, gain a yard rather than losing a yard on first down. Second down and 9 from the 48-yard line. Blitz is on. Prescott's in trouble. Hit as he released that ball by Jonathan Allen. That's going to be an incompletion. Bring up a third down and 9 from the 48-yard line. Can the Washington defense do enough to get off the field here? Snaps away. Prescott back to throw. Prescott's going down. Kendall Fuller coming off the edge to get his first sack, I believe, of the year of Dak Prescott. Not only taking him out of the zone, that's also going to force a Dallas punt here, and that's exactly what we need for our defense. Now Jahan Dotson on the return here. Has some nice blockers, but he gets hit hard there by Cox. Ball's on the ground, recovered by Dallas, and of course, a fumble return for 6. Even when Dallas's offense or defense isn't even on the field, even their special teams is going to find a way to put points up on the board, and that's going to push their lead up to 14 points here in the first half. Still an early game, but those are just the types of fumbles that you just hate to see. Those types of situations that you just hate to see come up. First down to 10, trying to rebound here. Quick throw in the flats is going to be caught there by De'Ami Brown. He fumbles the ball as well, but luckily De'Ami Brown is able to fall on the ball. Come on, Madden. I'm on conservative right now. Second down and 10. Handoff goes to Antonio Gibson, who's dancing through the holes. Ends up finding a first down and a whole lot more as he crosses midfield. He's at the 25 and starting to pull away from Trayvon Diggs at the 5 into the end zone. Touchdown, Antonio Gibson. A 75-yard rushing touchdown is going to knock this lead down after the Joey Slye field goal is up and good. The lead for Dallas now sits at 7, and pressure back on our Commanders' defense. Can they come away with one more stop for us and get us the ball back with a chance to tie this game up, or can they force a Dak Prescott turnover? How about a fumble? That would be nice to see, but it does not happen there as Khalil Hudson ends up popping turban. First down and 10 from the 18-yard line. Dak Prescott back in the shotgun formation again. Play action fake this time, looking to dial up something deep, but checks it down underneath there to his receiver, Odell Beckham Jr., who has just been having himself quite the day. Goes for 8 yards there just before the 2-minute warning, and they're not going to get this snap off. I guess Dak Prescott thought that the 2-minute warning was about to hit and was not aware of the play clock, we'll go ahead and gladly accept that penalty. Second down and 7 now with 6 seconds before the 2-minute warning. Prescott back to throw, ends up going underneath there to CeeDee Lamb, who has the catch and so much more with the run after catch ability of CeeDee Lamb. Gets all the way up to the 40-yard line. 2-minute warning hitting here now. First down and 10 for Dak Prescott, making more adjustments with Odell and CeeDee Lamb, his superstar receivers. This time he ends up connecting though with Ezekiel Elliott. We go for the strip there with Benjamin St-Juste. We just don't have the exact same luck as the Dallas Cowboys do, you see there. Second down and inches now after that catch goes for 9.5 yards for Ezekiel Elliott. He's going to go ahead and pick up the remaining yards there on the run there as he goes through the middle like the Red Sea just parted. No one was in sight to slow him down. Gets all the way down to the 34-yard line. 1 minute mark here approaching now in the second quarter, and the Dallas Cowboys are showing no sense of urgency. I'm not going to call my timeouts. They're not going to call their timeouts. We're just going to go ahead and see how close these Cowboys can get to either putting a touchdown up on the board or maybe even getting just a field goal, and that's going to help right there as he's connecting with Valdez-Scantling all the way down inside the red zone, and there goes the first Dallas timeout of the day, saving 21 seconds left on the clock from the 12-yard line. Dak Prescott in the shotgun formation with Zeke to his left. He's going to drop back to throw. Prescott going across the middle of the field has Odell Beckham, and he ends up getting tripped up there at the 3-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle made by Percy Butler is going to force the Dallas Cowboys to call their second timeout. Now second down and 1. Dallas looking to throw for the end zone. Prescott rolling out the end zone to his right, and beautiful coverage there from our secondary is going to force a throw away from Dak Prescott. Third down and 1 and 3 yards to go for the end zone. Dak's going to turn, hand this ball off to Ezekiel Elliott. He runs right into Jamin Davis, and he stops him short of the end zone and the first down. The Cowboys are going to call on Brett Maher and just settle for the 3 points and give them a 10-point lead going into the halftime break. And I mean, it's not all bad. I mean, it sucks that they got across midfield as fast as they did, but kudos to our defense for holding them to nothing. Well, just 3 points, but I still classify that as holding them to nothing inside the 5-yard line, which is definitely not easy with all these stars that the Dallas Cowboys have. Now Sam Howell trying to cut into this lead that the Dallas Cowboys have. He's going to start this drive of the second half off nice as he connects with Logan Thomas there across midfield all the way down to the opposite 29-yard line. Sam Howell, so far this game, has been playing perfectly. Hasn't missed a single throw. First down carry there to Antonio Gibson. He goes backward for the first time today. Second down 11. Howell back to throw. Looking to go right back to Logan. One-on-one coverage, but that ball's going to be intercepted by Malik Hooker. Oh, man, what a play there by Malik, but I would throw that ball again if I had the chance because I just looked at the matchup, man. It's my 6'6" tight end versus a 6'1" or 6-foot corner or a safety. I'm going to take that matchup every day, but I guess Logan's just not the good at jump ball situations. I don't know. First down here for Dak Prescott with a chance to make this a 3-score game. Draws back to throw, feeling some pressure there from Jonathan Allen. Hit as he released that ball. He's going deep for Odell Beckham, and he's got him again. Odell Beckham burns Fuller, and then Fuller at the last second looked like he had a chance to swat that ball away, but I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't even know how to explain that one. Just no animation at all from Kendall Fuller, and he gets mossed by Odell Beckham. And it's a 3-score game sitting at 17 points now for the Dallas Cowboys, and not much to say, but let's go ahead back to work on offense, man. It's a 17-point deficit, but we can't get it all in one place, so let's see if we're able to slowly chip away at this as we go with the first down carry to Antonio Gibson for a gain of 7 yards. Second down and 3 from the 32-yard line. Right back to Gibson, finds some open running room, breaks the tackle all the way up to the 41-yard line. 120 yards on the ground for Antonio Gibson, and honestly, we just can't go away from the ground attack, but maybe we should keep the ball in the hands of Antonio Gibson as Sam Howell is stripped of the ball, and of course, it's going to be another fumble return into the end zone for a touchdown. Granted, even though I must have read that wrong when that read option was Sam Howell, I tried to slide with him, and all he did was just punch the ball out. So I don't know, man. This game is just clearly not going my way. So at this point in the game, the writing is on the wall. Everything is going Dallas's way. So I don't know, man. Games like these, they're just definitely difficult to play, and it's twice as hard to go back behind these games and rewatch them and try to do commentary over them. And I'll call it what it is. I feel like I got cheated by the game. Like, everything started to go downhill after that fumble on the punt return. So, like, I stopped Dallas's offense, and then I get it popped and dropped the ball. Like, come on now. It's just difficult to come back from that. We should have been tied up at 14 apiece, but I don't know. We're just trying to do our best right here. We're trying to hurry up and get back in this game, but as you see, this pass rush of the Dallas Cowboys is going crazy. And I felt like as long as we were able to keep this game close and stick with my game plan of just running the ball, and only pass when necessary, just not allow those edge rushers of the Dallas Cowboys to go crazy, I felt like we had a good chance of staying in this game. Now we're in a 3rd down and 10 situation, going empty set. You see Micah Parsons and Lawrence going crazy, but somehow Sam Howell's able to get that ball away to Terry McLaurin. Luckily, picks up the first down to the 44-yard line. And here comes the blitz one more time. Pressure's on. Ends up finding Terry McLaurin one more time. But this is just not a good situation to be in at all, man. Like, when the Dallas defense knows that we have no choice but to pass, he can literally just sit back and only rush 4 or send 5 if he feels like he wants to do something a little bit extra. And someone's going to guarantee to come in. Like, there's nothing I can do. Sam Cosmi cannot block Micah Parsons as he comes through one more time. And luckily get that pass in there to Antonio Gibson. But it's just like, I don't know who to double team. I double team Micah Parsons over there, giving Sam Cosmi a little bit of help, and then DeMarcus Lawrence goes freaking batshit crazy. Then I double team Micah Parsons, or I double team Lawrence over there to help out, because that left tackle, my left tackle over there just cannot handle him. And Sam Cosmi is just, he's lost in the sauce up against Micah Parsons. Like, Micah's just throwing him to the ground every single play. It's now 3rd down and 13. We need a big play. We go to Antonio Gibson in the flats there. Ends up picking up a nice chunk of yards, and the Dallas defense is celebrating. But, hey, we're going for this on 4th down and 5. I mean, it's a 24-point game. I have nothing else left to lose. And we end up finding De'Ami Brown there across the middle of the field. And granted, that pass there looks sketchy, but the cornerback wasn't looking, so it should have gotten in there. Jet sweep here on 1st down and goal, right back to Terry McLaurin. And just like the last time, Terry McLaurin takes that jet sweep into the end zone. I mean, we're down big. Why not go for 2 here? It's an 18-point game. Let's see if we can cut it down to 16. Sam Howell drops back to throw. Quick throw is going to be intercepted by Cox, the same guy who ended up that forced fumble recovery on Jahan Dotson. Now has an interception to his name. Is trying to make this a pick 2. He's off trying to be chased down by De'Ami Brown, but De'Ami's just not going to get him. He's going to be into the end zone for a pick 2 and a 20-point lead here for the Dallas Cowboys in the 4th quarter with just under 6 minutes left, and Dallas gets the ball back. So, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, at this point in the game, I went ahead and messaged my dude. I actually messaged him, like, shortly after that fumble punt return. I was like, yeah, whatever, dude. GG, you got this one. Clearly, the game has already made up its mind on who it wanted to win. And, I mean, it's kind of hard not to expect Madden to help a team that's 15-1 win up against a team that's, 9-7, so about to be 9-8. 3rd down and inches here from the 35-yard line. Looks like it's going to be a handoff to Zeke. It is going to be a handoff to Zeke, and Jamin Davis shoots the gap there. It's going to get us the ball back with a chance to make this lead look a little bit more respectable. I'll say that. I don't expect to see a comeback here at all, and I expected to see Jahan Dotson go back there for the return, but for whatever reason, he decided to let that one go over his head. Thought about running for it with McCain there, but I just saw so much bad stuff happening in my mind, so I just said, nah, forget it. 1st down and 10 here from the 6-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to Antonio Gibson. And at least we have a bright spot there. Antonio Gibson has been having himself quite the game this year. So if you haven't already noticed what the game plan was going in, and it was working out beautifully, I will say that much. The game plan was just basically run, like I said, I think I said it before, just run the ball with Antonio Gibson as much as possible and just keep these pass rushers away from Sam Howell. So, like, force the pass rushers to become run stoppers, and it was working. But as you see right there, we have Terry McLaurin open. I think that pass might have been affected by Micah Parsons, who just came off the edge again of Sam Cosmi, who has a star to his name, but that star is doing nothing against Micah Parsons at all. 3rd down and 5 here from the 32-yard line. Empty formation. This is a bad situation to be in if you're Sam Howell looking to throw, and Micah Parsons hits him as he released that ball. 4th down and 5. Why not go for it? We have nothing else to live for, and Micah Parsons come through one more time. The sad part about that play right there is that we had Logan Thomas wide open on the seam. He definitely had the first down, might have even been able to get the touchdown, but we'll never know because Micah Parsons is just a freaking god in Madden 23. 2nd down and 9 here from the 33-yard line. Dak Prescott getting a little tricky there. I had a feeling that he wanted to throw that little bubble screen there, so I jumped down on that, and luckily everybody up front did their job and ended up stopping Zeke in the backfield. 3rd down and 12 for Dak Prescott, looking to go deep, and ends up checking it down to CeeDee Lamb, and we could not make an open field tackle. And it looked like he stopped there short of the 1st down marker, but Madden gives it to him, and it's going to be a first down for the Dallas Cowboys. So, needless to say, we're going to lose this game, and we're not going to be going to the playoffs with the Washington Commanders, which I'm very, very disappointed in. I felt that this is a team that we could take to the playoffs, and they could make a lot of noise. So, we'll try again next season. Let me know down in the comment sections what are some areas that you guys think I should look at to upgrade in this offseason. Personally, I'm looking at the Dallas Cowboys as the team for me to beat. So if I'm going to beat the Cowboys, I feel like I need better corners. So that's what I'm going to be targeting this offseason. But like I said, let me know down below. I'd love to hear what you guys think. But leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe for more Washington Commanders franchise gameplays. And I will see you guys in the next one. Later.
To the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, that's to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.